Hello friends, what's up? This is Ron here. Hope you guys are doing really well. And in this video, I'm going to talk about one of the best giveaways given by Netmarble to us. That is, probably you guys already know that we're going to get free SS and BS selectors from the login event. Just by logging into the game every single day, we'll be getting these rewards for free. So in this video, my friends, I'll be talking about what type of characters you should or maybe you need to pick up from those selectors, because honestly there is a bunch of characters, BS and SS characters out there, which is really good, but you should really think about what type of characters you should pick and what character is going to contribute the highest in the game for you. So I'll be going briefly through all the characters and especially talking about their special features and in which game moods they are going to be really helpful for you. So let's go and talk about these characters in general, and make sure to give this video a like, my friends, subscribe to my channel, and of course leave a comment in the comment section so I can suggest you in a better way. So my friends, it is such an exciting news that we can actually get these amazing selectors. This one is the boss syndrome selector and this one is a special signature selector, entirely for free and just by logging into the game. And I think this is the best giveaway by Netmarble. They have been so generous in these days. So now let's talk about these characters, and honestly there will be two classes of characters. First of all, in the first class, the characters who has already received the change up kit. For example, characters like BS Leona, SS Yoriagami, Ssq Kusanagi, all these characters have already received their change up kit. So we should actually think about these characters in a different way. The characters who got the change up kit and the characters who are yet to get the change up kit. So first let's talk about this SS selector, and look at this, my friends. From SS volume 1 all the way to the recent SS character, even including this Gato as well. Also Ssuru here as well. All the SS characters are available here, and if you don't have these characters, you can actually collect these characters from here. And if you already have your character, then you can actually collect a memory from here. So this is a both, in a way, it's a character selector and a memory selector as well. So first let's start with Gato. And Gato is the latest SS fighter in this lineup, and he has some great features like especially he is good for acting as a support. So if you have any other damage dealer, he is going to support him in a good way because he has a good amount of this increased damage received to the opponent. He has this 35% increased damage received to the opponent, along with he has this weakened core from where he can actually get another 30% increased damage received to the opponent. That is 65% increased damage received, which is a very good support in my opinion. So if you are someone who is in need of a support character, you can collect his memories, but I believe you don't need his memories because he was just available and you were able to get at least 3 character memories of this guy. If you are planning to awaken him, or if you are planning to do buy a change up kit for this character, then maybe you should select this character. Otherwise, at 3-star he is also very good. In guild raids, especially against Colossal, he is a great support for any damage dealer. Also in the guild raid, I mean, for example, if you are using M Bison or any other damage dealer, then you can actually add this guy as a support as well. Next, let's talk about this Blue Mary, SS Blue Mary, and honestly she is, along with Terry, was she came in the very last SS banner, which was a pretty great one, and she is one of the best character in the game. I would say the best shock dealer character in the game, the best character in the game to break the meter of geese, and also she has a lot of properties. She has an amazing 3PG that has the ability to do a bunch of hits in that way that can actually break the meter in a very decent way. So she has a lot of grab skill, but it doesn't matter because she has this stun fang in her core, and in that way she can actually do shock damage from her core, which is pretty decent. So without any doubt, she is the best character against Inferno Geese. If you need any help in that department, if you need any character to break the meter, then definitely she is the top pick among all the SS characters. But the thing is, you have to have her 3PG in order to do that. I don't have her 3PG and I cannot actually use her because the 3PG actually matters a lot and we don't really know when the 3PG will come. So, but at some point, all these SS and BS characters, as I have said before, that all these SS and BS characters are actually going to get the change up kit. So in that time, the 3PG cards will also be available. So you don't have to worry that they will never come or you will never get the 3PG. At some point, you will definitely get the 3PG. She will definitely return along with Terry or any other character. I don't know, but she will definitely return. And maybe after 2 months, 3 months, who knows. And beside her tremendous usability in Inferno Guild, she is also a great PvP character, by the way. If you want to play PvP or Dream Match, she can actually be really useful. Now let's talk about Terry. Now, due to this upgraded version of the guild that is Inferno mode that doesn't really need Starlight anymore, Terry has lost some of his usability, I would say, but still he is the best Starlight damage dealing character in the entire game, my friends. Also, he has an amazing leadership of increasing attack type fighters by 60%, the best leadership for attack type fighters. Also, he has a very strong dot explosion of 5.5 Starlight dot explosion in his kit. I mean, this guy has a very tremendous kit. He has both burn, he has Starlight, he has double attack buff, 50%. He has 100% attack buff. He has dot explosion. He has decreased damage received to the opponent. I mean, this character is so well balanced. And by the way, he has decent immunity core, my friends. And this immunity core actually lets him survive the blasts of Colossal. Yes, my friends, he can actually survive in Colossal without the Akane set or with any normal set. He can survive with his immunity. Tremendous character, my friends. And I would like to add some point right here that all these characters who are not yet getting this change up kit, and at some point they will get the change up kit, they will have extreme potentials, and we never know what types of abilities they are going to have. They are going to be insane in many cases. Some of them are going to be totally insane, my friends. And regarding his usability, I would say in guild he can do really well. He can act as a leader, as a damage dealer. Even till now, he deals a huge amount of damage. Against Colossal, he is going to do really well. Against PvP game modes such as Absolute War or League Match, he is going to be a tremendous character. He has a great defense mechanism. I mean, this kit of this character is so freaking strong. Now let's talk about SS King right here, and in my opinion, she is one of those overshadowed character. There are certain reasons because she doesn't really have anything special in her kit. Yes, she has some attack buff, she has the darkness dot, but that's it. She doesn't have any sort of immunity. It doesn't have any sort of shield. Of course, she has some decreased damage received. That can actually increase her defense, but that's it. Now, here's the catch, my friends. If you guys notice that, the characters which were previously very weak, for example, like Yoriagami, he was another overshadowed character, but he got one of the best buffs when he got the change up kits. So Now this king, and also I would say another character who came with her, the Yuri Sakazaki. Both of these characters are kind of overshadowed. We don't really care about them, but maybe after the change up, they can be really, really strong. Like, who knows? And also she has a tremendous leadership for YOLO fighters as well. So yeah, I mean you can think about it, but the honest fact is this character, she is not a good one without the change up kit, but we never know what she will be after getting the change up kit. Almost the same goes to this Yuri Sakazaki as well. She has a very tremendous leadership for all star fighters, that is going to increase attack by 45%, power charge rate by 20%. She has a burn in her kit, and she has some of the features, interesting features. She has shield, but in terms of damage dealing or usability, Yuri Sakazaki failed to be the attention, point of attention for all the players. She never become really popular, due to her. I don't know what to say, but there is once again, she is weak or useless right now. But after the change up kit, I don't know what she is going to be. But right now, she is kind of useless. And Maiji here, the first SS character from SS Volume 1 along with SS Athena. She has a great leadership of increasing female fire attack fighters attack by 60%, and by the time this character was released, her kit was a tremendous one. And of course these kits and these abilities are totally outdated. She doesn't have any sort of shield, she doesn't have any sort of immunity or increased damage DC, but these sort of things. She has some skill reset, but that's all. But you should be expecting high buff in this character, my friends. She is one of the most, or I would say the most popular female fighters in King of Fighters, and definitely she is going to get some excellent buff when she is going to get this change up kit, because she actually returned in this game just for once. She never returned for twice. She was just available just only in this SS volume 1, and that's all. She never returned. So I believe when she will return, everything is going to be changed. She is going to get a new kit, new core, and a hell lot of strength. But right now, of course, she is outdated and useless. And almost same goes to Athena, and she has an amazing leadership of purple element fighters attack by 45%, PG gain by 20%. She has excellent starlight damage in her kit. However, she doesn't have any sort of dot explosion, and as she came with Mai and she never actually returned into the game, her kit, her core, everything is kind of outdated. So same comment as I did for SS Mai, currently totally useless in terms of her kits and cores, but she is going to be hella strong when she will return with the change up kit. And SS Kula Diamond, our little darling right here. Everyone really loves this girl, who has an increased attack of all fighters 45%, a tremendous amount of good leadership, just as BS Rugal. She has chill, she has freeze in her kit, and in all honesty, when she came along with K-Dash, that banner was a frustrating one, because both of these characters actually lacked damage, and they never were able to come into the center of come into limelight or become the popular character for people, because back in those days the BS characters were really dominating the scene. BS Grizzly, BS Geese, and of course other SS strong characters like Ssq Kusanagi. Those characters were entirely dominating the game, and Kula Diamond along with her brother K-Dash were kind of totally overshadowed. But once again, she might actually have a great potential after her comeback with the change up kit, because she is also another character who never came or never returned into the game after the SS volume 3. But right now with her existing kit, she is totally useless in terms of use. And kind of same goes to Keidar. He has an increase all fighters attack by 55%, a tremendous leadership. However, his damage was never, I don't know, very high. I mean, he came after the SS banner of Kyo. He came a lot later, but still he's he failed to come into the limelight. But who knows what's gonna happen after the change of kit, guys. That is totally unpredictable, and I believe that netmarble is going to make these weak fighters a very, very strong and useful one. And SS Ssuru Kagura right here, she is also a Starlight Demon, I would say. A very, very effective Starlight damage dealing character. She has also 40% increased damage received to the target. Also, she has some decreased damage received that increases her survivability. And you guys probably know already that she is one of those SS characters that already has this change up kit. So this is the latest version of her. Probably she's not going to get any updates sooner. And her EX change up skill, she has this metamorph and energize. And honestly, none of these EX skills are literally useful at all. I mean, in my opinion, these are totally useless. So yeah, I mean, she is a good character. Of course, you can use her, but I think there is always better alternative in terms of all the SS characters, in terms of survivability or in terms of uses in the game. And also, you guys already probably have a bunch of her memories, so you don't really need to select her, in my opinion, because she already returned 2 times with the free memory giveaways, and I personally awakened her probably at 3-star. Still, I have 6 memories left, I guess. So yeah, it depends on you. Now let's talk about this SS Yoriagami. And probably you guys remember that he was one of the weak SS fighters when he came up along with Ssq Kusanagi. He was totally overshadowed by Ssq Kusanagi. Kyo was hella strong, and this guy actually had nothing special in his kit. However, he returned once again with EX Kyo, King of Fighters 15 version in EX Volume 1. And this guy has literally become a demon. Demon in terms of increased damage received to the opponent, in terms of immunity, and of course, hella damage. He actually deals a good amount of damage, by the way. And also, he has a good survivability. He can actually do 95% increased damage received to the opponent, the highest amount of increased damage dealing to the target in the game right now. The highest and number 1. Secondly, he has this excellent core right here that actually makes him totally immune to darkness, stun, and increase attack by 35% when Kyo is in the team. So any Kyo, if you can use any Kyo as a striker, he will get this extra attack and blah 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 features. So as you guys saw that, as he was a weak fighter when he appeared first, but when he got the change-up kit, he became hella useful, my friends. And I personally awakened him at awaken level 7. I got his change-up, and I literally regularly use him in guilds or in other game modes as a great support, and he helps me to do all these ton of damages that I show you guys. So he can be a great selection. However, if you need to use him effectively, you must have his change up kit. So he can be a great support, and in terms of all the SS characters, I would say he is the best support right now among all the SS characters available in those tickets. Now this boy right here, Ssq Kusanagi, he was a legendary character when he came back in the SS Volume 2 with his tremendous amount of tremendous leadership of increasing special signature fighters attack by 60%, and in his kit he actually had both Starlight and Burn, highly useful dots for all those game modes back then. But after that he became kind of overshadowed by the other characters that came. But however, after the change of kit, netmarble actually haven't done anything especially good for him in terms of the change up kit, and his EX cores are kind of useless, I would say. But this penetrate can be useful in terms of damage dealing, but however this max is not good. I haven't activated his EX change up yet, but in terms of damage dealing he is still great, I would say. And probably you guys saw, or I saw at least, that this guy at awakening level 7 was able to do a solo against the guild boss challenge, that is the Devil Jin boss that came in the Tekken collaboration. I saw a couple of people doing that, a solo with this Ssq against Devil Jin. I mean, that was freaking incredible, but that happened. That one incident actually suggests that how strong this character is still now. But guess what? Of course, he is overshadowed once again by the recent damage dealers. He is in no way near, but he is actually a great character. And if you can actually awaken him to 7, a 7 or 7 7 2-star awakening level, or full awakening, I mean A7 awakening level 7, then his CP will actually be more than 200,000. That is enough for chapter 5. A lot of people are actually using him for that reason as well. And once again, he has got his change up kit, so looks like in recent times he's not going to get any sort of updates or anything. So if you are satisfied with his current performance, you can get him if you want. Now let's talk about these BS characters, and we're gonna start with our big boy Omega Rugal, boss syndrome Omega Rugal. And Rugal, in my opinion, is still a very effective character after his change up, and he was the first character in the game along with BS Orochi to get the change up kit. And boy, netmarble give him a hell lot of improvement, my friends. I mean, without even his these EX cores, he is able to do a very high amount of damage. He has bleeding as a dot, and he has a lot of good features. However, the only thing this guy lacks is his defense feature. He doesn't have any shield or any sort of immunity, so he is kind of weak against the opponent. But in terms of damage dealing, he can literally one shot you any day, anytime, even at awakening level 3. And you can imagine what he can do at awakening level 7. But once again, he has already got this change up effect, so he's not going to return very soon. He's not going to get any sort of update really soon. So you know what, he's kind of outdated in my opinion. But he is still a great character, and still I use him in different places, but not in main places like guilds. He is not being able to do those damages. And his partner BS Orochi, the god, the ultimate god of King of Fighters. And BS Orochi actually has a great leadership of boss fighters, increase attack by 45%, PG gain by 20%. He has a pretty improved kit after this change up effect. He has starlight damage, he has a bunch of skill reset thing, and but still once again he has no special features like immunity or some sort of shields or something. And his damage is of course comparatively very low, even lower than Rugal. And of course he is kind of outdated because he got a change of kit while ago, and probably he's not going to return soon, or he's not going to get any update really soon. So he is kind of outdated character at the same point as much as Rugal. Now Geese Howard here has one of the great leadership that is going to increase attack type fighters attack 45%, PG gain by 20%. And the most interesting fact that this character is from volume 2, that means boss syndrome volume 2, which hasn't yet got the change up kit. So these guys actually has a room for improvement, and I don't know how netmarble is going to improve them, what type of abilities they are going to have, but still this guy is already having 2 dots. He already got one buff, one updated buff. He both Chrysalid, Geese, along with Ignis and Zero, all these characters actually got the buff. And he actually got some skill reset thing going around here. He has an excellently cool 3PG, by the way, very long one. It really helps a lot in time attack and other places. And I think he has a very high potential in the future. And netmarble probably is going to do a lot, make his kits a lot better when they're going to give him this change up kit. But pretty tremendous character until now. Great character from Boss Syndrome Volume 2. A lot of memories with this character, my friends. So yeah, he can be a good option, by the way. Create here with the increased boss syndrome boss fighters attack by 60%, decrease HP by 5%, tremendous leadership, very solid strong kit. He has a very strong starlight, but doesn't really have any sort of dot explosion, but still a very good useful character back in those days when lunatic mood was the ultimate goal with starlight damage, and he was the guy who first introduced the concept of doing solo run against kill bosses. Before that, this term didn't even exist. So I believe that he's going to get a great buff in terms of when he is going to get the change up kit, but still right now he's still a very good fighter. I still use him in Absolute War regularly. But yeah, you can think about it, but I don't know what to say. And I just say that this character has a great potential to get a very good buffs when it comes to the change up effect. Switching to Boss Syndrome Volume 3, that is Zero and Ignis. And honestly, Zero, the way the kit of Zero is built, he is still super relevant even to this day, because he has both poison and bleeding. The dots, both of these dots are required in Inferno Rugal in order to break the mirror, and you guys saw what type of score I can actually get by using him along with other support, for example Yoriagami and the damage dealer. Incredible character, and he has a very good leadership of increased purple element fighters attack by 50% and power charge rate by 15%. And he has an excellent core that has that skill reset option thing that is that works really in an impressive way. So this character, I mean, as long as there is Inferno mode in the guild, this character is going to be super relevant. And guess what, my friends, this character actually got the second amount of vote from all the players, and probably I would say, I'm not sure, but probably there's a big probability that in the next EX banner this character might actually come with his change up kit. Yeah, there's a big probability, and if netmarble follows the poll, that is going to happen. Probably there will be another EX character, and along with him or her, this guy is going to appear. So this guy actually has a very high potential, and in terms of usability he is already very useful. And after the change of kit, wow, my friends, this character is going to age in a great way, and he is going to last for a long time, because even if you get higher game modes in guilds, for example like Nightmare or something that is even higher than Inferno, still you will need to play one key in Inferno in order to get those boxes for those generic memories, right? So this character is super dope even now. And my favorite character right here, Boss Syndrome Ignis. Great leadership, increase all-star fighters attack by 55%, has a great shock damage dealing abilities for 10 seconds, but in terms of if you compare with the recent characters with shields, dot explosions and blah stuff, of course he is highly outdated right now. And of course though a lot of people are actually using him as a shock dealer in guild, but still I would say that there are better options in my opinion. So and this guy also has a great potential to get high amount of buffs after the change up kit, so it really depends on that. Next, Boss Syndrome banner, that is Boss Syndrome Volume 4 with Guinness and BS Leona. And Honestly, Ganis is still very useful. He has this bleeding. You can use him against Rugal along with any poison damage dealing striker. He has excellent skill reset option, and he has a great TPG that actually does a lot of hits, and so you can actually break the mirror. He has an excellent core as well. Also, this guy has a shield. In terms of recent usability, of course, he is no longer used in important game modes. However, you can still play with him in Absolute War or in different places. He is just going to do really well. And of course, he will get the change up kit maybe after a couple of banners later, and he will have a great potential. And of course, he has a very useful leadership for red element fighters, that is increase attack by 65%. That is the highest amount of increased attack as a leader. But however strong is Genis is, he is always overshadowed by this lady, my friends. This super lady, BS Leona. And whatever I say, that is going to fall short about this character, because this character has all those options that you need from a great support, a great damage dealer as well. She has a 92% increased damage received to the opponent, my friends. Super duper stuff. Just 3% less than Yoriagami, but it doesn't really matter. She can actually do contribute in doing a very high amount of damage, and currently I am using her against a colossal boss along with my other damage dealers. Super duper. She has this amazing weekend core as well, and she also have a pretty decent valuable core right here. And she actually already got this change up kit, so you should not expect any sort of updates from her. But I think she is already a valuable asset, as she was always in the game. You can just go ahead and pick her without any hesitation, because she is going to be an excellent support for a very long time, and there is no confusion about it. However, her damage dealing ability is of course kind of overshadowed due to this new EX fighters. But I think she is going to be one of the top pick in this list. Let's talk about the Boss Syndrome Volume 5, Ash Graced by the Spiral of Blood. My god. And I would say this character is the grandfather of all those characters with concentrated concentrated core. That means spamming a particular skill for 3 second unlimited amount of time. This concept was actually introduced by this character, and what a tremendous character this is. This is such a valuable character which is going to increase boss syndrome fighters attack by 60%, the best in for the boss syndrome fighters. He actually has his darkness in his core and his skills as well. Tremendously strong fighter, was able to do a very high amount of damage. He can actually break the meter very fast, because all of his skills are going to do lot of hits. A very fun to play character, honestly, my friends. A very fun to play character, honestly. A very fun to play character. You will get really a great amount of enjoyment while going through the skills, because they are so freaking smooth. And the only thing that this character lacks is a good defense mechanism. He doesn't have any sort of immunity, doesn't have any sort of shield, or any sort of in decreased damage received, these sort of things. But he just straight away damage dealer, and you have to be really skillful in order to survive against him. I mean, to make him survive against your opponents. And definitely this guy is going to get the change up kit, and I'm really curious to see what type of effects netmarble added to this character, because this guy really needs some defense mechanism, and of course one of my favorite characters in the game. And finally, BS Nameless, who is going to increase green element fighters attack by 65%. This guy actually has a tremendous kit, by the way. He has both burn and darkness in his skills. He has a great shield as well, and very fun to play character. Once again, solid core right here, and he has this immunity to burn, darkness, decrease active skill cooldown by 0.5% from the core, which is going to be freaking amazing. And Also, of course, this character is also going to get that exchange up effect. So a bright future is probably waiting for this character as well, with other characters who are waiting for those change up effect. And in terms of recent usability, of course, this guy also lost a huge amount of his usability, but still this guy is so freaking strong that he can actually be used in any game modes. Even in demo space also, he is going to do a really good performance, even in guild, even in time attack. Tremendous character, my friends, one of my favorite characters. I am still looking forward to his change up kit, and we'll see what netmarble actually does to him. So my friends, that was a freaking long ass video, by the way. I'm really sorry about the length of the video, but I had to talk about all these characters so a lot of you actually know what's going on with these characters and which one you should pick. And of course, a lot of characters are due of their change up kit. They're waiting for the change up kit, so the entire scenario might actually change when these characters are getting this change up skill. So if you want to know that what I am personally going to do, probably I am just going to collect those and not really use them right now. I'll just keep them in my inventory, lying comfortably, and I'll just use them when my favorite character is going to get the change up kit, or any character becomes really strong after getting the change up kit. Then probably I'm just going to use those memories, because I don't really need to spend anything right now. I have actually a good amount of characters to play, even more than enough. So let me know what you think about these tickets and what type of characters we are going to pick. Hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.